point of finding the volume of a cylinder and the figure related to it. Whenever we find volume of any object, there are some terms which you have to understand, that volume means the space occupied and it means the quantity of substance. If you are having a cylinder, then the space inside the cylinder is called the volume, and the whatever quantity you can fill inside it, that will be called the volume. And there are some terms which will be used. You must know these conversion units, especially the conversion unit of this part. That is, whenever you are told convert something into liter, then 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. This conversion is mostly used. So if you are asked, find the area, there is a question given here. Given a cylindrical tank, this is just find surface area, and you have to find in which situation you will use, how will you find, in which situation will you find surface area, and when will you find volume. So when will you find volume of any solid, or area of, or volume of a solid? So question asked is, if you have to find how much it can hold, you will find volume. Number of bags required to plaster. Plaster means you are painting on the boundary. So whenever you are painting or plastering something, you are finding area. And whenever you are finding things inside it, that is the volume. Find the number of smaller tanks that can be filled inside with water. So when you are taking out something liquid from a cylinder, then we use volume. So let's start. There is question number 2. Their diameter of a cylinder is 7 and its height is given 14. There are 2 cylinders given, and you have to compare what is the volume of the 2 cylinders without doing any calculation. Tell whose volume is more. So in this case, the radius you will find. In this case, the radius you will find. So whose volume will be more? From this figure, this cylinder is having height more. Here the diameter is more. So it is more broad and this is more high. So whose volume is more? Then you have to verify it by finding the volume of both. So if I find the volume of the 2 cylinders, then the volume of the first cylinder will be pi r square h, and the second one will also be pi r square h. So in this cylinder, the radius, full diameter is 7. Its diameter is 7 and this diameter is 14. So radius of this cylinder will be 3.5 because diameter is 7. So it will be 22 upon 7 into 3.5 into 3.5 into the height. Height is given 14. And the area and the volume of the second cylinder will be pi into r. R is, its radius is, diameter is given 14. So radius will be 7 into height is 7. So these are the measurement of these 2 cylinders which are given in this exercise. So this is the cylinder whose measurement I have taken. Its radius is 7, its radius is 14. So radius of 7 will become 7.5, radius of 14 will become 7. And then you will simplify. When you will simplify, it will become 0.5. This 7 will divide, and you have to just multiply and get the answer. 22 into 0.5 into 3.5 into 14. 22 into 7 into 7. So when you will multiply, you can compare the 2 answers. So I am not simplifying. You can just see that there is more decimal here. Here there is no decimal. So this should give you more answer. and you have to just compare the volume. Then question number 5, we are solving cylinder only. It is given, find the height of a cylinder whose volume. So let's write, find the height of a cylinder. This is question number 5. You have to find the height of a cylinder whose volume is 1.54 meter cube. This is given, and the diameter of the base is 140 centimeter. Now this is important fact, that volume is given in meter but the diameter is given in centimeter, and you have to find height. So when you will solve, you will use volume of cylinder is equal to pi r square h, and I will put this number. It will be r, which is r is not given. So if I solve, I have to use same unit. So this is meter. I will change this also into meter. So how will I change it into meter? Divide by 100. So this will become 1.4. So when it becomes 1.4 meter, now this is diameter. So radius will become 1.4 upon 2.7 meter. So this radius you will use here 0.7 into 0.7 into height. In this question the height is not given but the volume is given in meter. So I have converted everything into meter. So left hand side you will write 1.54. So left side is 1.54, right side is this. If I want, I can divide. So now my equation will become 1.54 is equal to 22 into 0.1 into 0.7 into h. Then h is equal to 1.54 upon 22 into 0.1 into 0.7. So don't change the sides, just write h on the right hand side only and take these numbers in the denominator and simplify. So when you simplify, decimal is gone, 7 will divide, so everything is dividing, so height is equal to 1 meter. So this is the answer of this question number 5. And if you are told find the volume in liter, you will convert everything into liter. Like question number 6. In question number 6, there is a tank which is in the form of a cylinder, and the radius of the tank is given 1.5 meter. This is important. Radius is given 1.5 meter and its length, there is a tank whose length is given 7 meter. So length 7 meter also means height, and you have to find what is the quantity of milk in liters. So since I have got radius and height both in meter, I can find its volume. So volume of tank is equal to pi r square h, which will become 22 upon 7 into r 1.5 into 1.5 into 7. So this is a direct question. So after that, the question says find the volume of tank in liters. This answer will come 22 into 1.5 into 1.5. It will come in meter cube. So the question is find the volume of tank in liters. How will you change the answer in liters? The question relation which I have shown you just now, is that 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. This was the relation given, that 1 meter cube of any object is equal to 1000 liters. So if 1 meter cube is 1000, this answer will give you 1 in meter cube only. So when you want to change it into liters, you will just do same number will be multiplied and just multiply the answer with 1000. When you will multiply, it will give you the answer in liter and it will simplify the answer. So 22 into 1.5 into 1.5 into 1000 will give you the answer in liters of the question. So this is how we solve the answer in liters. And the question is find the volume of tank in liters of the milk. So this will give you the quantity of milk in the tank. So in exercise 11.4, the questions are major questions I have done. Let's do one more, the next question. In the next question, there is a figure given, a tank again. If each edge of a cube, this was the tank question. The last question of this page is, there is no measurement given, but how many times will the surface area increase if the edge of a cube is doubled? If we double the edge of a cube, what will happen? This is a cube question. So if you double the edge of a cube, and if you, how many times will the volume increase? So if you have a cube side is I can take x, or if I don't want, I can solve it without x also. So first I will find the surface area of cube. Surface area of cube is equal to 6 into side square. The surface area of cube is equal to 6 into side square. So of this side it will become 6x square. Now if the side becomes doubled, then this side will become 6 into 2x. If this side becomes double, so it will become 2x, so it will become 2x square. So it will become 6 into 4x square. And this answer becomes 24x square. So this is the new surface area. This was the old surface area. How many times has it increased? So 24x square divided by 6x square gives me the answer 4 times. The area of this figure has increased 4 times. Okay, so this is the relation of area. If you have to find volume, then the volume will be side cube. Side cube means if I use the same measurement x, the surface area was 6 into side square, volume will be x cube, because it is volume. So volume is in cube. So if the volume is x cube like this, then new doubled, if I double it, then this will become 2x. Just like it became 2x square, here the side will become 2x and cube. So earlier the answer is x cube, now the answer will be 8x cube. So how many times has the volume increased? It is 8 times. First it was x cube, now it has become 8x cube. So volume has become 8 times. So 8 times is the volume increased. So area becomes 4 times, but the volume becomes 8 times because it is space occupied. So this is how we find the volume. Now the question number 8 is important. There is a tank mentioned in the question, and in this tank the measurements are given. Water is pouring into this at the rate of 60 liters 60 liters per minute. Water is entering inside the tank at this speed. If the volume of the reservoir is 108, its volume is 108 meter cube, find the number of hours it will take to fill the tank. It is having water inside, it is filled with water, and the water is entering inside at the speed of 60 liter, it fills in 1 meter. And this tank's whole volume is 108 meter cube. So how much time will it take to fill the tank? Now we have known that whenever we solve anything in liter, we convert. So here, since the volume is given in meter cube, but it says it is filling at the rate of 60 liters in 1 minute. So 60 liter in 1 minute means either you change this into liter or you change this into meter. So 60 liter, we just now saw that 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. So if I change this into liter, 108 meter cube will become 108, and convert the tank is having this much volume and it is filling 60 liters in 1 minute. If I use unitary method only, it fills 60 liters in 1 minute. Now I can use minute or I can use seconds also. So 1 liter it will fill in how many minutes? Less time. So 1 upon 60. Therefore 108,000 liter it will fill in 1 upon 60 into this much. So 108,000 liter. If 60 liter is filled in 1 minute, 1 liter will be filled in 1 upon 60 minute. And 108,000 liter will be filled in unitary method. Now you simplify. It will give you 1800 minute. The tank will take 1800 minute to fill. Now 1800 minute means how much? Change it into hours. So divide by 60. So it will give you 30 hours. So this is the answer. Question number 8 in this exercise, the last part. So we have found the cylinder also, and we have solved the question based on the cuboid also. Concept of volume is there. In the next class, we will do more on finding the volume of the cylinder and using the cylinder volume in finding other things. The link of that video is given below this. If you have any type suggestion or any query, type below this video and you will be answered. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe it. You will get connected with maths and science learning. See you in the next class.